congrats on your new tool padlock. Say you've been having lots of fun with it. With this, the Schlage cylinders, very nice clicks, very nice feedbacks, very nice opens. Great. Time for something new. You want this tailpiece in there. Well, that tailpiece is in there. How do we swap them? Well, it's a little tricky, but it's not too tricky. You're going to need to get at that screw down there, which you need a Phillips screwdriver for. You might want tweezers. I like the very, very pointy tip ones. And then, of course, you might need this thing if you're installing a cylinder. The 2.5 millimeter, I believe, Allen key or hex key that comes with the padlock. So we'll dig in there with this screwdriver. Try and keep everything in focus. Very difficult, but we shall see. So there's our first piece removed. Now if I go grab it, come on. That is the screw. And that holds the retainer plate. It's just a little Phillips screw. I'm going to put it to the side here. And then I can grab that retainer plate. And there we go. Put that down here as well. And now that's our tailpiece. There you are. And that is the internal assembly. That is how it's supposed to be right now. The lock is locked, and it should be in this orientation, with that quarter moon just sitting right there. So if you mess around with anything, or if you're not sure where it's supposed to be when you install the bits, that's where it's supposed to be. Normally, if you put the Schlage tailpiece in, you're going to want the little indents up towards the top, and the indents on the top means that the half moon on the back of it is also up at the top. So that's how this would go in. If we grab our other tailpiece, it's basically the same story. The slot tailpiece for the ASA Medico Abloy, it's a slot, so there's no bits to go up on this side, but on the other side you're going to want that half moon to be on the top. So that's just going to go in like that. We very poorly document me messing this up. But, you know, I've been doing this for a long time, and I still am not great at it, so don't feel like you have to do it perfectly. I still manage. Don't feel bad. There we go. Doesn't have to be quite upright, just as long as that other half moon is on the top area. And that's kind of in there. Now I'm going to grab this little cover. Come on. Come on. There we go. I usually grab it right on this side because there's a little indent where it'll fit well. So do that. Just put it down that hole and then flatten it out. There's nowhere really for the slot thing to sit in, though you do need it to be rotated to where it'll be within, at least it won't be covered by that little notch there. So now I can just wiggle this thing on there. And that's it. Now I can put the screw in and be done with it. For putting the screw in, sometimes you can just get the screw to sit on your screwdriver, especially if it's a lightly magnetized screwdriver. That's always best. You can just kind of follow the side of the chamber down and then drop the screw, of course. We'll see. Sometimes implies that there's sometimes when you can't. It's not always going to be so easy. That's why, you know, if I can help myself, I don't do it. Or I have two of these glorious padlocks. I'll have one that has the Medico tailpiece in it, and I'll have one that has the Schlage tailpiece. And that simplifies my life a lot. Then I can use the padlock for what it's intended for, which is just shotgunning quickly between different cylinders. Alright. There we go. Sorry, didn't get it on video probably, but I'd rather not make this video just a 10-minute long me failing to get that thing in there just to try and get a good camera angle. Alright, then you can take your Medico lock or whatever. It's going to have a posi tailpiece or something like that. You want to kind of roughly line that up. You'll often need to actually use the key to line it up on there, but now it's in there, and there we go. Now it is a lock. It will accept a Medico cylinder. So if I wanted to screw this in, which I do, just pop that in there, put the screw down this hole, as you would with the Schlage one. Screw it in. Well, actually, first, you don't want to do that. You want to put it in there. Don't bother actually screwing it in. Just lock it, unlock it, lock it, unlock it. I always go through one full cycle, which means I do that twice, just to make absolutely sure the tailpiece is in a compatible place. Everything's working good. There we go. And now I have a tool padlock with a Medico biaxial 6-pin in there. Good luck.